YouTube? I am your host, Mediocre Tutorials and Reviews, back in here with yet one more video. Now I'm joined by a very special guest. Des, say what up.
Oh, me? Hey guys, how you doing?
I'm all for equity, equality, equal pay, equal rights, all of that stuff I am for. But you know, and I've said this in prior videos, but the component of feminism that I don't like is the one that emasculates men, or the component that's just like men are shit and y'all ain't gonna be shit and you're privileged. Like, I don't like that component of it.
We recharge you guys go out into the world and you guys are completely drained and you come home. It shouldn't be a constant, we are just draining you more. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And I understand that perspective. The
nagging,
yeah.
The emotional.
And I will say, as a woman, like, we can do better with how we present problems or issues or concerns to our man. I think sometimes we come off really bitchy, and we don't necessarily mean to. We just really want you to hear us. But we could do so much better in how we, you know, how we speak to our man and how we, you know what I mean? Like, we want him to hear us, but there's so many softer ways we can do so for him to actually really hear and feel us, and so that we can get what we need, but we're also recharging him at the same time. Like, I want to be able to feed my man to help him feed me. You know what I mean? Like, I really, really believe in that. I like, it's the perfect way to begin a marriage, have a successful and sustain a marriage.
Yeah.
Y'all men think that. Y'all, a lot of you men feel like y'all aren't shit, and y'all act like y'all ain't shit, and then us women be like, y'all not shit. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like.
What do you mean we think that? Explain.
I feel like men, like, they kind of like know they're not. They're like.
You think so?
Maybe they're just immature and need to like learn more about themselves. But I feel like a lot of men, like, they just know that they can be better, and like they're not sure how to be. Like, I had this guy ask me earlier. I have a homeboy, and he asked me, he said, how do I get my baby mom to not want me? I said, well, maybe you should stop going to her house when she cooks. You know what I mean? Just pick up the kids and do whatever you need to do. Stop staying the night over there. And he's like, well, I don't want to stop doing those things because I don't want to make her bitter. But you don't want her. So you're admitting that you're not doing the right things that you're supposed to do.
Dysfunctional.
Yeah, you're admitting you're not doing the right things you're supposed to do. You want something different, but are you really doing what you need to do different to make you and her happy?
So let me backtrack.
And I feel like a lot of men kind of.
Well, after hearing that story, I don't think that he knows what he's doing is that bad. I think there's just a lot of dudes out there that are unguided.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. So
it's just a lot of dudes who are just making things up as they go.
But that's my thing. Like, if you're gonna be a man and if they're leaders, you know what I mean. If a man is a leader, then. But
you can't assume that every man is ready for that leadership role.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Not every. And, you know, and most all develop into it. There's a very select few that I feel like are just born leaders. Like. Who I am is who I am, and I'm working on being the best version of myself.
Yeah.
I think, am I going to be a better leader in the future than I am right now? Absolutely. Am I going to be a better man in the future than I am right now? Absolutely. You know, but I'm going through growing pains, just like a lot of other people are.
Great. I think it's definitely, like you said, it's growing pains. Like, some of it does not always feel good, and I think when we are in our uncomfortable state, that's when we grow the most. So that's where I'm at. Sometimes I get very uncomfortable with how my mental just expands, and sometimes I'm not ready. I'm like, oh shit, when did you start thinking like that? But then it's like a good thing, because I know that I'm becoming more of the woman who God has intended me to be. And maybe even being more submissive is another part of being a woman. I just don't want to be that woman who is completely tied down and conformed by a man.
We got to promote this. Send this to all of your send this to all your homegirls, all your women friends, because this is just like education. If no one teaches it to you, and if no one guides you, how will you know? You're just making it. Just like my man who's living in a very dysfunctional relationship that asks you, how does he get how does he make it? Right, but without that mentorship, without that guidance, without that education, so we lost that seed, like a lot of times, right? We just can't, we just can't expect to just grow into something that's the best version of yourself without seeking out knowledge and information. We can't expect that. You know what I mean?
And we have to hear different point of views and different perspectives
from different people.
Yes, from different people, male and female. We need to just really hear their experiences, hear what they translate their experiences to, and just I think it's almost like when you go to church, you take what. You might not agree with everything the pastor has to say, but how does it relate to you in your life? I actually would love to play that role, to be that charger for my man, but submit.
I see. But I wholeheartedly appreciate your authenticity in a sense that I saw in the beginning, hear knowledge this.
I definitely learned a lot, in this little 30 minutes, that was something. And I strive to be a better woman for me and for those around me, and especially my future husband.
Yes, thank you for coming.
Yes, thank you for having me.
I appreciate your time here today. I think we both learned a lot. Yes, you know what I mean?
This was a good video.
Absolutely. Well, we got to do another one.
Yes, I hope you guys learned something from this too. If you guys have any comments about me or whatever we're talking about, say something. Let us know.
We got to get you a YouTube channel so you can go and look at
me a YouTube channel.
you go and look at the comments and stuff, or maybe even upload your own videos. Right. You know what I mean? But this has been your video. Questions, comments, concerns, leave them down in the description box down below. And don't forget to like. I never say that either. I always forget to say, subscribe, like, all that stuff. Don't forget to do all that stuff so you can see more, all right? Like all that stuff. All right, excuse me.